my name is Laura Taylor, and I interned at the Jimmy Carter Presidential Center for this semester of Quest. So the Carter Center was formed by Jimmy Carter, or James Earl Carter, who was president in the 70s. And after he finished his presidency, he formed the Carter Center to focus on peace worldwide and also global health. The peace programs that he has started include the Americas program that will work in Latin America, democracy programs that manage different elections throughout the world, conflict resolution, which also helps break up conflicts around the world. The health program, on the other hand, focuses on trying to eradicate guinea worm, trachoma, and mental health. They host mental health symposiums. So what they try to do is they go into other countries and educate people on how to properly care for themselves. Well, what I do at the Carter Center, I get there around 2:15, 2:20, and I stop by the volunteer office since I'm technically classified as a volunteer. And from there, they will send me off into doing anything that they want. So what exactly do I do? I work on file organization for the finance department, transcription of interviews about the guinea worm. I check voicemails, and I also make scrapbooks. So while I was organizing files for the finance department, sometimes it would be online, other times it would be in person. So when I was organizing online, I would be dragging different documents into folders based on fiscal years, which in this case went from August 31st to September 1st of the next year. And the organization of it in person would be based on receipts. So when someone would turn in a receipt for an item they had purchased, the finance department would fill out a really detailed paper and give it back to them. My job was putting all the receipts together into a huge binder so they could save them forever. I did not really like doing the organization, kind of just because it got really boring and it was tedious and it was just tiring in general. Interview transcription for the guinea worm was really interesting to me. The guinea worm is a parasite. It can be about 3 meters long. I didn't really think that you wanted to see a picture of it because it can get rather disgusting. But in 1986, almost 3.5 million cases were reported. But today, there's only 1,000. That's pretty amazing. And if it is eradicated, as Jimmy Carter is trying to work towards.
Students, if you're not with a teacher, coach, or sponsor, it's time to leave campus. Students, if you're not with a teacher, coach, or sponsor, it's time to leave campus to come to study hall, outside the gold gym, immediately.
Okay, sorry for that interruption. But if it is eradicated, as Jimmy Carter is trying to work towards, it will be the first disease in history to be eradicated by use of no medication, just education. And so what I did when I would transcribe is there are millions of CDs of just interviews with different people who worked hard on it. I kind of fell in love with the CD from Mark Peltier. He worked for the CDC, the World Health Organization, and the Peace Corps, and he was key to fighting guinea worm, especially in Zimbabwe and Congo. And so I kind of really liked listening to him because he made his job sound interesting, and that's really what I would like to do. When I listened to voicemails, it would be for people who were calling the Carter Center to ask questions, or because they were mentally ill and they didn't know what else to do. For me, this was really sad just because these people, you could tell that no one was really going to help them, and then I'd have to just delete their message, like they never called at all. When I scrapbooked, what I did is I made 2 scrapbooks. One was baseball, and one was for Jimmy Carter's inauguration. And so what I did is I created the scrapbooks and organized them, and then they're going to sell them at their winter weekend event in February. The impact on my future from this internship was that I made connections with a bunch of people in different areas of nonprofits. I also had a chance to see how nonprofits truly work, and I have a different view on the world. Unfortunately, I don't want to pursue this career just because I would like to rather be a field worker instead of an office worker. And this career has been growing at 1% a year, and so Typically, people who work in nonprofits, they make from $30,000 to $150,000 based on the difference in budget. My most memorable experience was when I had to lead a group of people around from the mental health symposium, and I had a chance to meet Rosalind Carter, Jimmy Carter's wife, and the actress Glenn Close. You might know her from Fatal Attraction. In conclusion, I worked 83 hours and 30 minutes on my internship. I drove for about 64 hours, and overall, I learned a lot about this profession. I learned a lot about me, and I also know that I want to be a doctor in other countries instead of just working stateside. So, thank you.